Let's tell you what's happening in Pakistan. For several weeks now, the people in Gwadar have been protesting. They've been denied jobs, electricity, even clean water. Now, thousands of women are coming out of their homes to protest. People of Gwadar are being forced to campaign for basic necessities, while Pakistan and its iron brother China are exploiting them. Here's a report.
This is a protest that Islamabad chooses to ignore. For several days now, the men of Gwadar have been protesting. Their appeals fell on deaf ears. Now the women of Gwadar are out on the streets. They have the same demands: jobs, clean drinking water and electricity. The people of Gwadar are forced to fight for their basic rights. The reason is China. Gwadar is facing a Chinese invasion. The protesters say Chinese trawlers are stealing their livelihood. They are illegally fishing in the Makran coast. Local fishermen are now struggling. The protesters say that the Pakistani government is colluding with the Chinese and allowing Chinese trawlers to operate with impunity. Even people from Balochistan have now joined these protests. Baloch families are allegedly facing restrictions. They wanted to access Gwadar for business, but they are now being blocked at security checkposts. The anger of the locals is only fueling more discontent against the CPEC, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. China is building a massive port in Gwadar. This is the flagship project of the CPEC. The protesters are threatening a boycott. They will disrupt work on the CPEC if their demands are not met. Such a threat should have raised concerns in China, but Beijing doesn't even believe these protests are happening. The Chinese Foreign Ministry says reports about the protests are fake news. The pressure is now on Islamabad. Opposition parties have been scrutinizing the progress on the CPEC projects, and they are unhappy. A parliamentary committee led by a lawmaker from the opposition has expressed concern. They say the work done so far isn't enough to lure local and international investors. The public backlash only weakens the future prospects of the CPEC. Imran Khan has the option to speak to protesters and end the impasse, but his government's reluctance is only deepening the crisis at hand. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.